Hello all, my name is Yossi, and today's lesson is one of a couple, maybe more, in which I discuss Psalm 22, verse 16. Today we will examine the context of that verse and the body of the psalm. In this particular video, I'm not going to present you with evidence that will convince you of the correctness of the Jewish view. Rather, I will show you that the Jewish reading of that verse makes perfect sense. This lesson is dedicated to the memories of my parents, my father and teacher Avraham Shmuel ben Simcha Bonim, and my mother and teacher Chana bat Shimon. Okay, Psalm 22 verse 16 is another verse that often comes up in my discussions with Christians. I am told that this psalm is all about Jesus' crucifixion, and verse 16 is a direct and indisputable reference to Jesus' being nailed to the cross. The KJV, NASB, NIV, JUB, CSB, ESB, and a whole bunch of TLA English language Bibles translate Psalm 22, verse 16, something like this. For dogs encompass me, a company of evildoers encircles me, they have pierced my hands and my feet. Well, on the other hand, a typical Jewish translation of that verse taken from Chabad.org would read, for dogs have surrounded me, a band of evildoers has encompassed me, like a lion, my hands and feet. The Christian translator understood the word ka'ari to mean pierced, while the Jews translate this word as like a lion. This Jewish translation seems to perplex most Christians I've encountered. Their reactions to like a lion ranges from puzzlement to a mocking chortle. Ho, ho, ho. It's not funny. Anyway, so let's look at the psalm and see if like a lion is really all that out of place. And as usual, we'll use the King James Version translation. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me, and from the words of my roaring? O my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not in the night season, and am not silent. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them. They cried unto thee, and they were delivered. They trusted in thee, and were not comforted. But I am a worm, and no man, a reproach of men, and despised of the people. All they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip, they shake the head, saying, He trusted in the Lord, that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing he delighteth in him. But thou art he that took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breasts. I was cast upon from the womb. Thou art my God from my mother's belly. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. Okay, we're going to stop here for a moment. I want you to pay attention from the upcoming verses 12 through 21. Many bulls have compassed me. Strong bulls of Bashan have beset me round. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and roaring lion. I'm poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of my bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws. And thou hast brought me into the dust of death. For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I might tell all my bones, they look and stare upon me. They part my garments among them, and cast lots upon my vesture. But be that not thou far from me, O Lord, O my strength, haste thee to help me. Deliver my soul from the sword, my darling from the power of the dogs, Save for me the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorn. This is a good place to stop, because we reached the end. Anyway, what I want to point out is that how many times animal imagery appears in that passage. In verse 12, we've got the bulls have encompassed me, strong bulls of Bashan. Verse 13, we encounter roaring lion. Verse 16, dogs have compassed me. In verse 20, the author is asking for deliverance from the power of the dog. And finally, verse 21, we encounter animal parts, the lion's mouth and the horns of the unicorn. So animal imagery is obviously very prominent through these 10 verses. And verse 16, if we read like a lion, it's a perfect fit. Thank you. Kol Tuv, and God bless.